Hello, YouTube. Welcome to GAMcast Live, the biggest story of the day for November 14th, 2022. The biggest story of today is why Trump is dominating the quote-unquote news. Folks, welcome to GAMcast Live, the Great American Mail, the Florida and Georgia lawyer that breaks down the news of the day through the lens of the law, the Constitution, and history. Folks, something strange happened over the weekend. Even though we're still counting 6 days later, and control of the Senate seems to be settled. We're not sure, but control of the House is still up for the grabs. 6 days later, the Democrats might still hold it. All of a sudden, Trump's still in the news. He's all over the news. Why is that, folks? Well, it's the biggest story of the day. So you think they'd be talking about, as you see here, Democrats retain power in the Senate. Okay, now it's interesting because the Constitution hadn't been amended last time I've seen. And all of a sudden, if the AP or the news media calls the Senate race, well, that means it. That's it. No need to count it further. That's it. We're done with that. And then, well, listen to Steve Kornacki tell you about the state of the House right now. Again, 6 days after the election.
Kornacki, let's go right back to him. He's got breaking news as it concerns the House of Representatives. Steve?
Yeah, Ali, we've been tracking that battle for control of the House, which is still unsettled, and our NBC News decision desk has been updating its estimate of where it's going to land. We still have more than 20 uncalled races, and the decision desk has just revised.
Now, folks, we're not here to talk about Steve Kornacki at all. We're here for the biggest story of the day. So you would think they'd have a lot to talk about. We're still counting. It's an election. Who's going to control the House? What's going on? No. That's not what we're talking about today. What are we talking about today? The thing we always talk about, and specifically this time, we're not only talking about Trump, we're talking about January 6th. Take a listen over the weekend to this.
Members were barricaded inside the House chamber. And in the middle of it all, you can see that the president has tweeted. 2:24 p.m., the president tweets, Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done.
Pause. He's good at this. I hate to admit it, but he's good at this. Gosh, he's good. Used to be in broadcasting, folks.
But I turned to my daughter, who was standing nearby.
Bring in the family.
And I said, it doesn't take courage to break the law. It takes courage to uphold the law.
All right, folks, think about this. Let's think about this, okay? They know there's an election. They knew when they interviewed Pence. They knew when it would run. They know there's an election. Everybody's seen the calendar. We've known this for 2 years. November, right? They know when it is. They had to plan Pence. They had to record Pence. Then they had to run Pence, okay? Now, even if you decide to do it after the election, and right, then why run it when you see all these other stories going? They could have bumped it, right? This was perfectly designed to distract us from what's going on today, which is what? Counting of votes, right? Which is what? Swing states. Republicans ahead, Republicans ahead, Republicans ahead. They keep counting. Republicans are behind. And AP calls it, and that's the end of that. Folks, this is the biggest story of the day. This is all meant to distract us from the election, keep us focused on Trump, because now it's 2024 season. It's Republican primary season. It's run Biden again season. Biggest story of the day. Nobody else is talking about it but the Great American Mail. Anyway, if you like this, please subscribe. Hit that like button. It'll help us a ton. And tell friends about this. It's 4 minutes a day, folks. 4 minutes a day. Biggest story of the day. We do it around this time. A little late today because we had technical difficulties, but normally around 5:35, 5:40, something like that. Anyway, if you enjoyed this live stream, I hope to see you on the next one.